about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Here we go, check!
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they work this out past the 25. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
To the 43, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing, Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Niners at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Gould is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
The downside for the defense is they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jones.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
Chargers 10, 49ers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this one coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Okay, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff left. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And they had just picked. Both sidelines, a lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Hurts.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hurry!
After the sack on first down, Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
18.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is no good. He missed. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Keeps the score. Chargers 12, 49ers 9.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got it. Hurts fumbles it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Let's see now.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
My partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Jones. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Gold is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurts.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Okay, ready?
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Come back in. Come back in. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
60. 60. 18 Randall. 18 Randall. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Dodger. 60 Dodger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And they have regained the lead.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chargers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.